Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope you are well. So, this is your collective reading for the week. I'm just going to give this a couple of seconds to go live. It's jumping about all over the place at the moment. So, bear with me a second. I was going to try and tag everyone in, but it doesn't seem to want to let me do that. So, we're going to have a look at what energies we have available for us for this week. Bear with me a quick second and we will get into it. I do like some of you to come live, although it doesn't really matter. Let's just see if I can tag everyone. There we go. Can't do it on the live. I can do it there. Okay, so good morning. So this is the collective reading for the week ahead. So I've chosen a few decks of cards just to see what energies are available to us, what we need to know, what's going on in the world atmospherically as well. And the first card that came out was expect the unexpected, right? So we have new moon in Scorpio on the 26th, which is Wednesday. It is going to be an eclipse as well. So definitely a time to expect the unexpected. There's so much different energy going on around us. We're really being shown different ways to do things, different ways to be. Self-love is coming up an awful lot at the moment as well. So if you'd like my self-love workbook, let me know and I'll send you a copy of that, because putting self-love and self-care practices into place is really, really powerful right now. We are going to go through some major transitions atmospherically with the planets and the moon and all of the different things that are going on. Having a self-care practice in place is going to be really, really powerful for you right now. So with the eclipse, anything can happen, right? We're going on a bit of a journey over the next couple of months, actually, until about March of 2023. So we want to be prepared, right, for everything that is coming up for us. So we have the pulse of Mother Earth, slow down and tune into nature. Okay, so this is a really, really good time to really feel what's going on around you. Pay attention to the moon cycles. The moon cycles are so powerful in helping us to create more abundance, to live in alignment with the natural flow and the natural energies that are around us. We are so deeply connected to the moon. The moon rules our emotions, our shadow selves, and all of those different things. So by being in alignment with the moon, that's really going to help you to move forwards, understand her different phases and how you feel in each of these phases, right? New moon, most people, and for me especially, I know not to arrange anything on the new moon because my energy is going to be low. So this is a time that I don't socialize. I won't come live in the group very often, and all of those things, because this is a time for me to regain my energy, right? So just pay attention to what's going on. Slow things down a little bit. That is really, really important. Okay, so just start to really pay attention. Spend time in nature as well, because that's going to be really, really important. When we connect into the earth, we can feel her vibrancy, we can feel her energy, right? And that can revitalize us. So, you know, whether you do a meditation, whether you just go for a walk in nature, whether you just stand with your sit with your feet firmly planted in the ground, you can feel her energy, right? And we can bring that energy up through ourselves to revitalize, to nurture, and to feel her vitality and all of the wisdom and the energy that she wants to share with us. Okay. So the next card that came out was All Paths Lead Home, Inner Authority, Intuition, and Turn Your Gaze Within. Okay, so we are collectively really being shown it's time to get the answers that we need from within. Okay, and everybody can do this, right? We all have the ability to really connect into our heart center to see how we're feeling, what emotions are going on, in there, what we need to know. We can connect to our intuition for that guidance. So this is a reminder that everything that we need to know already lies within us. We can connect to our soul. And interestingly, from the tarot, the Hermit has come up, which is telling you exactly the same message, right? Take that time out to connect to your heart center, to connect to your soul, your intuition, your higher self, whoever and however you want to do that, right? To get the answers that you need to help you to move forwards. Connect into your soul purpose, connect into your innate gifts as well. Intuition is really, really powerful at this point, right? Intuition is always important, but right now we're really being guided to lead by our intuition, right? Rather than our logical selves. So when we look at the moon card, so this was from the moon deck, okay, it's telling you again that intuition is really, really important, right? And connecting in with those energies of the earth, the moon, and the planets that are around us, okay, especially if you're feeling a little bit woe is me, or all these things keep happening in my life, and I have no control over them, or whatever negative energy you're sitting in at this point. It could be something small, it could be something, really, really big. Connecting into that earth energy, bringing up that vitality, connecting to the moon, seeing what the moon wants you to know at this point is going to be really, really powerful for you. Okay, it's time to let go of this lower energy. Okay, so when this comes up, for me, this is very much a woe is me energy, like life keeps happening, everything keeps going wrong, I'm not good enough, I'm never going to be successful, or whatever it may be that you're holding on to. It's time to let that go, right? Because that's what you're creating in your reality, right? Because that's what you're focused on. Okay, so that needs to be let go of. I've done that one because that's part of your self-sabotaging behavior. When the devil comes up, for me, it really talks about the self-sabotaging behaviors that we place on ourselves, whether that's procrastination, whether it's the woe is me energy, whether it's addiction, whatever it may be, right? There's some self-sabotaging behavior that needs to be looked at right now that's not helping you to move forwards. And as we come into the new moon on Wednesday, we want to be clear of all of this energy, right? We're in the last two phases of the waning moon, and the waning moon is very much about letting go, okay, and releasing and being aware of what's working and what's not working. And when you have that awareness of what's not working, and isn't no longer in alignment with you, you can let that go so that you can start the new moon cycle, right, in a new positive energy. So today, look at what isn't serving you in your life, what is holding you back, what is causing procrastination, or any of those self-sabotaging behaviors that you are experiencing in your life, because you do not want to go into a new moon energy, right, with these things that are holding you back, that are not serving you or not in alignment with you. Okay, so it's time to really pay attention and look at the self-sabotaging behaviors that you're holding on to, right? So releasing those with this energy, with a fire ceremony, by journaling, forgiveness, whatever is right for you. I am going to come in and talk about forgiveness at some point, because it's such a powerful tool to be using to help us to move forward. So I'm going to do a live just on forgiveness and different ways that we can use forgiveness. Okay, and then we have the anointed, answer the call, leadership, empowerment, and soul gifts. Without a doubt, this is the time to step into our own power, to show up in the world, to be a leader in whatever form that is for you, right? To use our soul gifts, to step into our authority, and step into the call of your soul. Your soul is trying to guide you. Sorry. Your soul is trying to guide you to what you signed up for. Okay, we all signed up to do, have, be, and experience and learn different things in this lifetime. And our soul whispers to us constantly to help us, to lead us on that path, to fulfill our soul needs, right? To fulfill our soul mission and our soul path. Okay, so it's time to pay attention to the messages that you're receiving, the intuitive hits, to help you to answer that call. Okay, so as it's October, I pulled a couple of Halloween cards because I love them. Okay, so we have infinite possibilities. Okay, I don't think I need to say much more about that. Okay, but the card that came before that was Lady de los Muertos. Okay, now she's the Lady of Death, right? And when we talk about death, it's a positive thing, right? I mean, we're coming up to Halloween, obviously, and the night where the veil becomes thinner between our worlds and other worlds. And it's a really good time to connect in and do some spiritual work, right? Now, she talks about death, obviously, and it's death of the old, not physical death, right? It's death of the old, letting go of all those old patterns, limiting beliefs, behaviors, addictions, whatever they may be, right? So that you can experience infinite possibilities, right? If we're holding on to all of the things that aren't in alignment with us, and we're filling our days with things that don't bring us joy, with drama, with the woe is me energy, with lack, with scarcity, and all of those things. Nothing is going to change in our lives because we are just manifesting more of that, because they're the things that we're focused on, right? So by letting go of all of these things and creating that death, right, we can experience infinite possibilities in our lives. Okay, so let me know how this reading resonates with you this week. I will put it up on YouTube as well. So let's say some quick hellos. Oh, hey, Sean. Are you in the kitchen? Yes, I am. Hi, Nana from Skylar. Hi, Skylar. Hi, Louise. Okay, so I hope that gave you a little bit of insight for this week. Let me know how it resonates with you, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for some business readings at 4 p.m. my time, 3 p.m. UK time. Do join me live and we will do some business card pulls. I look forward to seeing you then. Ciao for now.